Yeah, we're live, Greg.
Oh, we are. Okay.
Welcome to the Rambling Ranting Review Hour. It has been a long time since we've done one of these. I know me and Greg have wanted to talk about things for a while, but today is a very special occasion. Tatsuki Fujimoto, the savior of anime and manga, our Lord Present, the greatest mangaka alive, the super genius who has managed to save the industry. The Tarantino of manga has ended his consequential work of most consequential work of Chainsaw Man Part 2. And oh boy, did it end? Did it end? So let us get into the Chainsaw Man Part 2. Was it a roller coaster? Was it epic? Was it an avant garde masterpiece? Or was it a complete, absolute disaster? I don't know. But we're here to try and figure that out.
By the way, do you think you're lagging at the moment? Have
I
you
don't
dropped a
know.
lot of frames?
Let me see. I'm not seeing anything about dropping frames, but I'm also not seeing anything indicating that I'm live. So, oh. That's
Uh-oh.
wait,
Yeah,
wait, no,
you
no, no. I see
you're
something
you're
now.
live. You're live, but and I'm watching it, but it seems like it's like loading every 1 second, every 2 seconds. Like it does like
Ladies
a
and
little
gentlemen, this is
buffer.
the kind of fucking content you have signed up for here. That's fucking right. We are currently dickering over whether or not we
Oh,
are dropping frames in your
Well,
stream.
I do want
oh
to make
wait,
sure that we're live.
okay. I'm looking at it now from my phone, and it looks good. Wait, yes, I think so.
Jesus
I think
fucking
it's
Christ.
good
Well, no,
because
no.
You know,
I
their
don't see
scrolls this
anything
is
about
about
us
as
being
good as the
live
fucking
though.
ending.
That's my problem though.
well, I see it. Like, look,
So you see it, but I'm going to my
Holy
YouTube
fucking
channel and
crap, man. Are
right,
we
right for Inception.
um. Let me check it on YouTube. I fucking hate
I
all the streaming shit. I just wish it was easy.
I cannot believe this is what we're doing right now.
Tech support.
I
Woo.
feel like no, I feel like you've just lost your entire audience just
All right,
immediately.
now I'm getting
Yeah.
data. I'm getting data. I'm getting data.
No,
I'm starting to get data.
that's
So it looks
okay.
like Lobster Magnet and Friends. Let me just check. Yeah, that's the weird thing. Is like typically when you go live, I don't see it on my phone though. Um. Oh, maybe what I did is I think I know
Please
what
tell me
happened.
you edit this.
No. I know it. It's because it's unlisted. So I went
Oh, it's on
live, but
list.
I didn't. What you call it? How do I de-unlist it?
But by the way, this is your Lobster and Friends channel,
Yeah, it's my
right?
second channel, my Screw World
Yeah.
Okay.
channel.
The channel he posts to whenever he feels like listening to us scream about something.
Yeah. What do I? Yeah. All right. Now I see what the problem
Oh,
is.
oh my God, we gotta recreate that this panel with thank you, Chainsaw Man, and then be like, Chainsaw Man, right? Because, or instead of Chainsaw Man, it's gonna be like, thank you, Lobster Magnet, and it's gonna be like, and Isaac, you're gonna react like, Lobster Magnet, because you have lobsters with a magnet.
Sure.
Da 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 da.
I mean, you kind of like screwed the pooch on that. The time to do that would have been like 2 hours ago after you bought a lobster from the grocery store and duct taped a bunch of fridge magnets to
No,
it.
it's not impossible, Scott. It's not impossible. It's not impossible. Won't be as good as that, but yeah, my lobster plush.
Yeah, that's right. We got Isaac. We won Isaac a lobster plush, I think.
Okay, now can you duct tape some magnets to it or something?
don't even know if I have any magnets. Magnets. One second. How do I?
I completely forgot Discord offers sound effects.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
And then
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. This is the content you've come for.
Well, no one's seeing it right now.
Wait, so we're live, but no one. So you can edit this.
Yeah, I'm working on it, Scott. I'm working. There we go.
Oh God, this is perfect. Cool. I don't have to. I don't have to stop now.
Now we're live.
Yeah,
we should be live.
we were
Okay,
live.
and now we're live.
We were live, but we were unlisted live, so it means only people with the links could see it.
Okay,
right.
so people can now see what we're doing.
Yeah, now people can see what we're doing.
All right.
1 second. Let me just check one last thing, and then I will start again.
Do you want me to bring props? Did
You know what?
Denji and Pachiro
Sure,
plushies?
sure. You can bring props if you want.
Oh my God! Yes, bring props.
I'm gonna put Denji
Everyone bring props. Oh my God! I have a Denji right here.
plushies.
What? When did this become like a prop chat, like a prop comic thing? God damn it!
Are we ready?
Sure, fuck it.
I've saved you from the devils.
Thank you.
All right, this is good. Oh my God! Look at the positioning I have on this Denji
Hands
right here.
plushies.
Whatchamacallit? I've saved you from the devils.
Nice. Thank you, Lobster Magnet.
Lobster magnet?
Because you were a lobster with magnets.
Fucking thank you for that. I cannot fucking most forced entry. Thank you.
And with that, I think that is a great segue
You should
to talking
periodically do that, aren't you?
about.
No, that's all. These are the only Chainsaw Man plushies we have.
Okay.
And with that, I think that was a great segue to begin to talk about Chainsaw Man Part 2, our beloved Tatsuki Fujimoto, the great savior of manga, the greatest mangaka, the Tarantino of manga, the internationally appraised man, that madman who saddled his one-shots to create one-of-a-kind manga that we have not seen, one of the most iconic main characters to ever grace the pages of Shonen Jump, some of the most insane things to ever be seen in the magazine. And Chainsaw Man Part 2 has come to its end. And that end, oh boy, Part 2 has been very controversial. So, gentlemen and lady, what did we think? What did you think of Chainsaw Man Part 2?
I liked Fire Punch's ending better. There.
No.
I fucking said it.
No.
I fucking said it. Yes. Fucking yes. Fuck you.
No.
Come
No,
on.
No. Okay, look. Fire Punch was
What-
weird and confusing and just deeply, deeply strange and also incestuous and violent and just all sorts of other weird shit. But at the end of the day, it was so confusing that when the giant fucking evil sorceress is like, yes, I've planned this all out because I really wanted to see Star Wars. I just looked at it and went, yeah, sure, this tracks with the rest of everything else that's happened. Fuck it, why not?
Okay, well, what about the ending did you like? Because
Because come on, Scott, he gave you power and he gave you Bucky. I thought that those were two things would have they put it in there.
No. I'm talking about Fire Punch ending.
Fucking come back whenever. But
'cause-
power and Nayuta and everybody that they needed to be like an earned event, not just fuck it, I'm tired of doing this.
Okay.
The man didn't even like properly shade in the fucking eye patch in one of the first panels of the goddamn chapter.
By properly shaded, you mean it wasn't colored in literally at all? There was a circle around his eye?
Yes. Yeah, that.
Oh, that was just like one minor mistake.
Yeah,
Little
it's
drawn
a
panel.
minor mistake, and
Your last chapter, like the last, like I could understand if it was like midway through and you're like in a crunch, but it's like, okay, this is the last thing everyone's gonna see, the last thing everybody's gonna remember about this fucking manga. I gotta stick the landing. Anyone check and make sure like everything is correct? Fuck it.
I mean, the entire last chapter felt like, God, I can't be. I
I
can't
cannot-
wait to be done with this. Here, goodbye.
Pretty fun. It's just the entire
Here's
thing.
Plop, goodbye.
The entire thing just felt like
Okay. Well,
fuck it.
I
Need some parfait.
well,
I
I'm going to be on the Chainsaw Man defense squad here. Greg Goro, what did you think of
holy Isaac. By the way, your mic is like blasted. Did you like up your game?
Yeah,
like,
I did.
1000%?
Tato said I was low, so I kind of like I can bring it down.
Yeah, bring down your gain like maybe a little bit more. It's because like you're getting to sound like one of those like where the sound, the ear rape memes kind of thing, you know.
I hope it sounds better now.
Yes, that sounds a lot.
Whatchamacallit, Goro, you read through Chainsaw Man in a mad dash after the second to last chapter.
Yes.
Did it read better when it was all together? Because like, here's the one
Yes.
thing I'm going to concede, is that Chainsaw Man Part 2 is one of the most miserable week-to-week reading experiences I've ever had. And this comes as a Fujimoto stan. This is like from someone who follows a lot of weekly and monthly manga. It was like so fucking disappointing where you get like, ooh, 10 pages of an action sequence. Uh-oh, Denji got horny again. Uh-oh, Denji's falling for the same trap. And it was just so fucking 2 weeks for another fucking 10 pages.
I liked part one so much that I was just willing to go with it because I assumed he had like some kind of plan.
All right. I think the way he drew this manga, this part 2 Chainsaw Man, was solely, to better prepare for the anime. Like
What?
this is like he drew this because he knew this was going to get animated, and I think reading it all together in like a super furious dash made the experience like a lot better than like the week to week grind that I used to do.
I'm kind of
with
curious.
Chainsaw Man.
Did it like flow together in like the last arc with like there were some moments like with the chainsaw fight against Yoru, the I love America, etc. There were some decent chapters in there.
It didn't go anywhere.
Yes.
Yeah.
It went literally
I mean, he
nowhere.
said it himself. He was basically like, fuck it, I'm basically doing the Big Lebowski, except the Big Lebowski was,
Satisfying?
yes.
It actually went somewhere? Like,
I mean, the Big Lebowski was at least fun.
Well, I think if you read like a huge chunk of those chapters, like if you read like the entire Yoru fight like in one sitting, like it will feel like more of a continuous kind of like action sequence like you would
I mean,
see
that's not
maybe from
really-
a anime.
Again,
that's not the problem.
Yeah, that was never really my issue. Again, I was willing to just go with it because I assumed he had something planned. I was just like, I did not have Isaac's problem where he was just kind of
Oh, okay.
miserable and irritated. I was just saying like, okay, you have earned my trust with part one. I assume this is going to pay off and pay off spectacularly because, again, it's like you also did Goodbye Eri and
Look back.
Look back.
yeah,
Yes.
look back and everything else. So I'm like, okay, you've earned my trust. I am willing to go with you, and I am willing to see where this ends. And then this ending was basically just, oh, by the way, this is a reset. Literally none of this mattered. Not even part one. We have retroactively negated any growth or like utility in part one because none of this now matters. And also, I would really like to know what the other ways to end life is that aren't death, because apparently Puchita is gone. So yeah, there's just a whole fuck ton of stuff that he's eaten over the years that should be back, and I feel like whatever we got should look less like a normal world and more like Stand
Death Stranding.
or Death Stranding.
It's standing.
Powers work however the fuck Fujimoto suddenly wants them to, because Death is clearly back. So we don't actually know what he's eaten now and what he hasn't.
Yeah. I mean, again, it's
It's
Death is
none of it makes sense.
Death is back because he retconned it and ate himself, but which is why I'm like, okay, well, where's everything else?
Okay.
It's like obviously
Alright.
the Nazis and AIDS are back. What else have we
Well,
got?
no, we don't know that because he retconned himself back to the beginning of the manga.
No, he didn't
Right.
retcon himself back to the beginning of the manga. He ate himself. He doesn't exist. So that would mean that
He exists in hell.
yeah, or he
Keep in mind, when Pochita eats something, it usually doesn't send someone right back in time.
no, it just stops. I think what we're seeing though is because it never existed. So like we haven't seen back in time, but it's like, yeah, we've seen like, you've eaten the nose devil and now elephants just don't have noses, or the leg devil and now nothing has legs.
Yeah.
So it's
So
not sending you back in time, it's just the manga shifted in time so that we now get to see what happens if Denji had never met Pushita, because Chainsaw Man doesn't, or the Chainsaw Devil doesn't exist.
right.
So
Well,
it's not sending you back in time. It's just like, and now we're back, and this is what it looks like if the Chainsaw Devil never existed.
Yeah, but wouldn't everything have been like nuked to shit technically based on how people were acting in the like everything would have been fucking nuked to hell and back.
Yeah, again, this is why I don't think Fujimoto put a lot of thought into
The mechanics.
the sheer number of things that would probably be back and horrifying.
Well,
Uh,
here's my
okay.
theory / headcanon. I feel like, at the end, like, Genji's like, hey, I got to have sex with you, with War Devil, because I ate death, right? We're going to have sex. And then Yoru kind of agrees. The missing part of that would have been, like, basically, he gets to have sex, but then the world is just so irreparably fucked up that it's irreparable. Nobody can die. There are insects everywhere. They're just like constantly tormenting people in a never-ending hell on earth. We got a little bit of that, but didn't quite get it fully developed. And then Puchita like self-deletes and says, you know what, Denji? I don't think you learned the lesson you were supposed to do. Sex isn't worth eternal damnation for everyone else. I'm gonna eat myself.
Supposed to know that. He's never had it.
Okay. Can I lay out my narrative here of how I see how everything has transpired and ended? Because I don't have any of your vision here. So one of the things that like really struck me in the manga was this idea of Denji like staring at this door, like in this sort of like super whatchamacallit, this super existential kind of dread of like looking behind this door, right? And throughout the manga, that was kind of just like, oh, we're just gonna leave that for later. This is gonna be a mystery we're gonna like get to eventually, and understand Denji a little bit more in terms of like his personality. But I don't think we really like truly like explored that. And and like it just like in this really like it feels like this really like offhand like kind of situation uh where Asa was talking to Denji about her guilt of killing her dad or something like that,
Well,
right?
indirectly, she just
Yeah,
kind of her guilt is that like she wanted him to die and didn't really give a
yeah,
shit about saving him.
right.
She didn't directly kill him. Like chances are, if she got back to him, he'd still probably
Mhm.
be dead.
Okay, right. But then, as a result of that, Denji like, out of like left field nowhere, like drops this fucking A bomb of like I mean, metaphorically, so to speak, uh, that, hey, I killed my dad and basically framed it as a suicide.
I think that was
we're
covered in
both, and
part
we're
one.
both
That was covered in part
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
that. No, that was in part two.
No, he mentioned it again, but it was first revealed in part one.
Yeah,
Remember?
that we've known that for a while.
Yeah, we've
Oh,
known that for a while. He
Yeah,
opens up the
he's just
door.
sharing it with somebody else now.
Makima made him.
Yeah. She
Deal with
opened
it
up
in
the
part
door and
one.
said, like,
Trauma
basically, you don't deserve to
cycle.
enjoy happiness. You killed your dad, so that's why you got to be my little doggy. That's the best
oh,
thing for you.
okay, right. So when he revealed that, okay, so I forgot about that, but so like when he revealed that to Makima, like she was like hounding on the guilt inside of him. It was making him feel like less than human. He felt
Well, he
miserable.
was already defeated, kind of like he was
Yeah.
destroyed because, he killed Aki. He goes to Makima and he just says, I want to be a dog. And then she's like, fantastic. I finally broke you. I can get Chainsaw Man out. Your contract is void. I
Also, your
emotionally
sister's
destroyed
dead.
you.
Fuck you.
Right. But at that so like at that moment when he connected with Asa over this memory, I think the guilt of that memory kind of like started to dissipate. Like, he was starting to like feel like he deserved to, go on and live, right? I think that actually was like during the sequences with like the falling devil or something.
Okay.
But like okay, here he is this narrative keeps on going. So like yeah, like I think they both start to realize like as both Yoru and like uh Denji slash Pochita are like fighting each other, like they realize like uh they've been using their devils as this kind of way to block out like the internal pain of like uh you know of the guilt that they've had over stuff like that over uh
I don't think Asa has, because she's pretty well just not been on great terms with Yoru for a while, right?
right, but like in a way like Yoru, like it's sort of like in a metaphorical way. I'm
Well,
trying to say it's like
here's the interesting
because
thing. Like what this pains me to my core to say. But what I wanted from Chainsaw Man 2 is basically what, Fujimoto has had a lot of really talented assistants that have all made, like, really successful manga. One of them is a series called Dandadan, and it's got a really good anime adaptation. And I feel like Dandadan does what I wanted from Chainsaw Man better, which is like this chaotic romance between the dweeby guy and the girl, the chaotic young love romance at the end of the universe. And it accomplished it. It is accomplishing it better than Chainsaw Man Part 2. Because like all I wanted them to be was be a couple, a little makeout session. I wanted the Tokyo Ghoul RE, the famous sex scene between the main guy and the main girl, which is like really well drawn. Too explicit to be shown here, but you can go look it up. I wanted the Fujimoto equivalent of that for Denji to finally achieve, the hierarchy of needs and, feel that emotional satisfaction. I think that's all we fucking wanted.
Okay.
We
Okay.
never got it.
Okay,
What I
wait.
wanted-
Can I just finish out my narrative point?
Okay. And then
by
Clara seems like she's got something she wants to add.
Oh, okay.
No, let
So-
Greg finish, and I just want to. Yeah.
Okay, so it's because of this idea that the devils, my mind, it's like the devils are for Denji and Asa, like they're meant to be like a kind of buffer of the pain. Like the devils don't feel any sympathy for human like feelings and emotions. There's this one quote from Yoru that says like these kinds of things that you feel so guilty about are trivial, are like nothing to devils. And
but
it's
that still
it's
doesn't stop Asa and Denji from feeling those things. It's just a dismissal of that feeling.
right.
It's not. It doesn't actually let you dissociate from that. It's just saying it's like, well, that's kind of a you problem because I don't care.
Yeah, Asa and Yoru, like Asa at first kind of seemed more in line with Yoru, but the problem was like, as she went along, it's not like she used Yoru as a shield more. She tried to get she was fighting Yoru more.
Yeah.
And so that doesn't really, at least for me, work
Yeah.
because she was trying. It was Yoru was more and more getting out of control and being like, "Fuck you, bitch," basically the entire time, and Asa was like,
Right.
okay, no, this is not what I want. No, you can't tell me what to do. And trying to get more control of her body and more
Right.
time to talk to Denji without Yoru
Right.
interfering and taking over. So the hiding behind Yoru, she was doing that in the beginning, but she stopped doing that.
Well,
Right.
the Yoru
Right.
arc was like initially it's like very confrontational. Then Yoru kind of like takes a back seat when she sees that Asa's guilt and attachment makes better weapons than what Yoru's like sociopathy is capable of. Asa gets like all these like neat weapons based on like her perception of the world, and then that kind of levels up Yoru to the point where Yoru's able to use the power to get the gun devil and the tank devil and get the iconic two boom boom hands.
Right. Well, yeah, so I guess you all see Yoru and Asa, they're like two separate entities, right? Or what if, sometimes in our minds we have, a crazy side and, a more sensible side in a sense. So I wondered, like towards the end of this manga, if like that's what these devils represented for both Denji and Asa.
Puccini doesn't represent anything. Puccini's like a nice little like I just want you to be happy. Show me your dreams and find contentment and happiness.
Yeah.
But notice when the Black Chainsaw Man devil comes out, Denji's consciousness completely goes blank. Like that is a side of Denji that
It only comes out when he's like incredibly emotionally distressed. That's the rule. That like
Exactly.
it comes out when Nayuta's killed. It comes out when Yoshida's killed, who for some reason Denji saw as like an Aki figure.
And it's kind of like a psychological like defense mechanism in some sense if you think about it like that. That's the only time he comes out really, where in other times Denji like he embraces that crazy Pochita side of himself so much
It's not
so.
like a dual identity.
Pochita isn't. Yeah, like I would be more willing to buy this if one, Pochita's entire personality wasn't surprisingly friendly and helpful to Denji at least, and two, if we had more of an inclination that that was going to be a thing, it's like that something like this needs to be properly backed up. So you should be able to point to that kind of throughout the manga, right? So I should be able to see at least inklings of this in part one, except we kind of don't really see that. Part one is.
I still say part one's a masterpiece. My appreciation for
It is.
Oh,
part one.
It is.
100%.
Yeah, part one. If it had stopped at part one, I would be much happier. But so I mean, honestly, the only explanation I can even properly come up with, and I hate to say this, but I feel like I put more effort into justifying this than Fujimoto put into actually thinking about why it should be justified, is okay, you can't eat yourself. You can try, but you're not going to do it. It's just going to end up with a fucking Ouroboros of fucking bullshit.
Well,
So, instead-
Stephen King would beg to differ. Don't you remember the Stephen King, the famous short story about the guy who eats himself on a desert island?
Yeah, but he survived. He ate parts of himself, remember?
I thought he
Wait.
dies at the end of that short story.
Okay,
I mean,
so
okay, but he eats parts of himself, which is kind of my point here, because you literally can't like Ouroboros your fucking self. That's not something I don't think you can properly do, because you're always going to end up basically in the fucking world serpent scenario kind of bullshit. But okay,
so I'm almost
Chainsaw
finished.
Man ate-
I'm almost finished with painting my narrative. So, okay. So let me just finish this part. So, with that in mind, the devils are sort of like a part of themselves that are like, psychologically or emotionally protecting each of these characters.
Yeah, but that
So, like-
doesn't work because there are other devils involved. They exist. They are outside of everything else, unless you're suggesting that devils exist in some sort of symbiotic relationship, and that's what all fiends and hybrids are.
Well,
But even then, you
that's
have
just-
devils that exist outside of that.
Just
So
as a
that's-
just as a metaphorical kind of sense, I'm
Yeah,
thinking
but
of
the
it like,
metaphor should work better.
the lore doesn't
So the
work.
fucking
I'm so
metaphor
sorry,
needs
the
to
lore
work
doesn't
better
I-
than that.
okay, but okay, just hear me out, okay? It's just I'm gonna finish. Okay, so okay, basically,
Have
because
a-
of that,
Goro is Fujimoto's
like-
last strongest soldier right now.
and Denji realized like he wants to have a happy normal life with Asa, but these crazy aspects of themselves are getting in the way. Like the crazy side of Asa is getting in the way that protects her emotionally. The crazy side of Denji's self is getting in the way because and that side of Denji is protecting from his emotions. So he realizes, okay, like we gotta stop putting up these like psychological barriers in front of us because they're hurting each other. So then, just a random point, Denji's like, he talks to this inner self, basically his inner
Greg, you
like
fucking described
protector.
and you fucking described Evangelion, and that's not it. Because okay, if your metaphor is correct, if what you're saying is correct, then what's power? What's
Power is probably someone
what
who's
are
just
they?
like completely like
Makama?
like
Because they're
let-
devils. Or devils or
Well,
fiends.
no,
They exist. So
Power's a
what
fiend,
exactly? How exactly does this fit into the metaphor that you're trying to sell me?
I would say Power is like someone who's just like completely let go of her her super ego, or doesn't really she's like an id kind of personality that just does whatever she feels like.
But, Greg,
Yeah,
that's not
but
the
that's
metaphor
just
of
what
Chainsaw
it
Man.
is
It's
anyway.
not like a thing where
This
you've got,
doesn't
like,
need to be a.
But I mean, Power's like she's not as like
Greg, you
emotionally
can't
deep of
metaphor
a
your way
character.
out of a bad ending. Okay,
Okay.
it just doesn't work like that.
Like, if there was more in the
Yes.
text, like if there were a few more pages, if like Fujimoto actually delivered like Denji and Asa be like, to me, like this would have worked a lot better if like Denji and Asa actually got to be together for a few chapters and enjoy some like either high school domestic bullshit, and then somehow Denji gets horny again and fucks up his relationship with Asa, and then Fuchida realizes, oh fuck, you're never gonna change. You had what you thought you needed. Fuck you. Now I'm gonna reset the universe.
So here's
Yes. Okay. Great. Can I? All right. I'm just almost done with finishing this
Damn it,
aspect.
Greg! We're just
Okay,
so
yeah.
fixated on this. I don't think it works. It
Okay.
really don't think it works.
Okay, I'll paint it out for you. Okay. So Denji is like having this talk, and Pochita's like, Denji, thank you so much for showing me your dream, and I really like, remember, Pochita true purpose was to help Genji fulfill or see his dream come to, like, to see his dream come about. And if I know this sounds pretty fucked up, but like imagine the entirety, almost the entirety of Chainsaw Man was just showing Pochita, or Pochita showing Denji like a more extreme version of his reality as like a dream sort of thing.
No, no, and in part because if that were the case, again, if we're going to use devils as a metaphor, which I'm perfectly fine with, if you're going to use devils as a metaphor for, uh, your innermost wants and desires or needs or whatever else the fuck is happening, then that metaphor needs to work and extend to the rest of the setting, right? If
Right.
this was only like two devils fighting and these were the only two characters, I might buy your story. But because we have an entire setting full of these fuckers, and I have seen no indication of this is how Fujimoto wants this to work, or that this is how the setting works whatsoever in the entire rest of the manga, then that doesn't cut it for me.
Can I
Yeah,
add
not to
something?
mention the fact that we have like next to no lore on the hybrids. The closest we ever got is that when Makima's introducing the hybrid squad at the end of part one. What you call it? She says that these things, they used to have a name, but Chainsaw Man ate them. And we just call them hybrids. And we never got any characterization of with Katana Man or Sword Kid or Barim, that they were like fighting with the weapon devils that they've somehow been combined
Baron,
through.
like hybrid?
Yeah, he was the flamethrower devil. He's in part one. He just never transforms into flamethrower man.
But
Oh, I didn't even remember that he was a hybrid. I thought he was just a giant douche.
He's
I
both.
completely forgot that.
What did you want to add?
Oh,
Yeah.
to the metaphor thing. So, okay, I could accept that contracts, unless they're like forced hybrids, like Reese, for instance, are devil contracts all are based on some character trait or character flaw, or represent some character flaw. I'm not going to go so far as to say that they're all a representation of your another self that you hide behind, for instance. Like, okay, obviously, like, the Ghost Devil contract with Himeno says a lot about how she values herself in her own life. Aki, same thing with him and the devils he contracts with. I know he has to balance that versus trying to live long enough to get rid of the gun devil. You can make... I will accept those. It's like, yeah, your contract, unless you're like a fucking side character, in which case you're gonna die in 5 seconds and no one cares about what your contract means because we don't know you. So with Asa and Denji, it's like, yes, there is importance in their context for storytelling, but I'm the whole like, it's just another side of you. It's no, Yoru is a very different character in the way she interacts with Asa, and the way they start feeling each other's feelings is very interesting. Same with Pochita and Denji. But it's not the same person. It's not another side of you. It is someone else. And you have to struggle with having someone else that close in your head.
Yeah. Well, a point of mine, there's towards the end of like the fight with Yoru was starting to like even before the end of the fight, like Yoru was crushing on Denji, similar to like how Asa was crushing on Denji.
Yeah, because they
literally share a brain.
and
Right.
their feelings are starting to bleed through to each other.
Right.
That was established.
And like in one of the final scenes in the fight where Denji pulls out a bird from his mouth, and then Yoru like decides to swerve the bike away from the bird in order to prevent it from getting harmed.
One of the better moments of the ending before Fujimoto just said "fuck it." That was when I thought we had like 10 to 15 chapters to like resolve things, and like, all right, he might be able to stick the landing.
Yeah, I thought he might be able to stick the landing for
Yeah.
that, but okay. Again, but the best thing I can come up with for that fucking ending, and again, I think I put more effort just into justifying this, and I don't think it's true,
Mhm.
is when Chainsaw Man ate his own heart, right? The
Yeah.
heart is Pochita, so that would basically then be like I am basically erasing my own personality. The thing that is me, that basically the heart of me, I'm erasing that so that I will never have interacted with Denji. And then that's why nothing else seems to have changed because Chainsaw Man still exists. It's just Vegeta no longer exists.
Or the
But
Chainsaw Devil.
or yeah, like the Chainsaw Devil still exists, but Puchita no longer exists. It's now a different entity.
It's like Power on the Blood Devil would have been if we'd gotten that, which is one of the big points that I'm really angry about.
You
Um,
wanted him to see like find power in hell.
I wanted him to find the Blood Devil
Mm.
in hell and see how that interaction went, because this was not going to be Power the Fiend anymore. This was going to be the Blood Devil, and then see what it kind of basically what happened with Nayuta, like see what him like. Okay, well, Power is gone, but seeing what building a new relationship, and I just mean at all, any kind of relationship with the Blood Devil was going to look like, what that interaction was going to look like. Because I love Power, but just because I love something doesn't mean I want it to come back exactly the way it was into the story, because that cheapens it a lot of the time. And that's what I feel like Power just being back it would be. And then that happened, and I was like, this is just like the fucking, I mean, fuck Harry Potter in general, but like the fucking Harry Potter epilogue. Like kind of fan service dumb bullshit like that I don't want.
Yeah, Power making Denji promise to go find the Blood Devil and make friends with it now just feels like a fucking Chekhov's gun situation.
That never fired.
Yeah, that never
Yeah.
really paid off.
Yeah.
Or I mean, there's a lot of stuff
Wait a
in
minute.
there that just never really like there's just a whole
So
bunch
many
of
setups
left.
that never.
Yeah, and just like a lot of stuff from episode 1 or
That
part
also
1 that
could
never really went anywhere.
that
and
could
I'm a little
support
sad
my
about it.
Yeah.
that could support my narrative too. The idea of Power saying at the end, like before she passes away, like, "Hey, find the Blood Devil for me." Like, okay, since Denji in that cabin with an eye patch, basically everything has been this fantasy that's been conjured up by Porchita.
So
And
you're saying none of part 1 and part 2 happened?
yes, that's what I'm
That
saying,
makes
basically.
it even worse,
And
I
that
would
makes-
argue.
And that makes even less sense because it's like, here, I'm going to conjure up this magical fantasy for you. And I'm going to, like, I am somehow all knowing, and I know every single person you're going to meet in the next several weeks. So I'm going to weave them into this story perfectly, and then make you forget about it. So. Also,
Yeah.
none of what I just showed you matter because you're not going to remember it, by the
And
way.
Which makes it
Ye-
even weirder that if this is a fantasy world, why the fuck did he put Aki there if he's never going to meet Aki? Which it seems like in this world, Aki probably never became a devil hunter or died.
Yeah, okay. Aki part I feel like could be a missing thing.
Yeah, like this
But-
is like again, it's
but-
just like you're basically telling me is like, what if Puchita knew everything that Denji was going to run into, and sent him on a magical dream quest that is completely irrelevant because he will not remember any of it.
Yeah, and here's my big
Mhm.
like possibly biggest problem. Denji didn't realize shit and make a decision. Pochita did. This whole thing is now Pochita's choice because Denji didn't learn or realize anything. Pochita had to go, you know what? Fuck it. All of this was pointless.
Okay.
That's literally what happened.
Which could have been an interesting choice, right? Like if we had leaned harder into that and maybe like there had been some sort of conflict between them with
Yeah.
Vegeta more aggressively going, No, stop. You're getting horny again. Stop that. God damn it. Okay, all right. Have we learned anything? We're not going to do that again, right? Right. God, no. And we're doing. You know what? I think maybe we need to rethink things. Like
Yeah.
that could have been interesting, but yeah, it basically made literally any. I mean, not that there was a lot, but I mean, any growth that Denji had just suddenly doesn't
gone.
matter anymore. Again, basically the entire fucking manga stopped mattering as soon as this happened and reset.
If at least Denji had made the choice that he wished none of this had happened, and Pachita was like, "What?" Because like Pachita doesn't actually know better than Denji. Yes, he saved him in the beginning. It's like, you're better off dead than alive. Well, no shit. Specifically, if I can save you like this, he's better dead than or alive than dead. Under the circumstances in which they made the deal, obviously not in the situation he was before that. But Pachita is no better than Denji, because throughout the entire manga, Pachita is basically like, "Hey, you're happy now, right?" Like he's there. He's Denji's heart. He gets information from Denji. He sees what's going on, but he's not human, and he doesn't completely understand what Denji needs or wants. And he's trying to. He wants Denji to be happy. He wants to understand what Denji needs, but he doesn't know better than Denji, and Denji clearly doesn't know what he needs. So they're both kind of stuck. So Pachita making this decision is strange, and
I think I think Denji kind of, in a sense, already was ready to make this decision.
No, he wasn't.
as soon as-
He didn't-
No, he wasn't.
was absolutely
Yeah,
not.
Okay,
He didn't. No.
No, he didn't learn shit.
No.
I think, in a sort of unconscious sense, like, because he
Oh my god,
wanted
if we're going with an unconscious sense with
You-
no textual suggestions that this is the case, then I can suggest fucking anything subconsciously. Subconsciously, Makima secretly wanted to be a child the entire time, and that's why she was obsessed with Denji,
That was
because she knew that Pachita would eat her, and then she finally could be the 10-year-old she always wanted to be.
Oh, how the fuck did we get Nayuta in this timeline instead of Makima? What happened to Makima? Because we only got Nayuta because of what happened to Makima. So, what the fuck happened to Makima in this timeline? Did Pachita just go, well, with my magic eating myself powers, I now have the ability to do whatever the fuck I want, which includes making Nayuta head of... So how did public safety find Nayuta? What happened to Makima? What contract did the Japanese government make with Nayuta? Why is she in charge? That doesn't make any sense. The only reason she's there is fan service, because everyone was mad, obviously, that Nayuta died. So, but narratively, again, even in this new, like, oh, and it's perfect dream world, like, it makes no sense why the fuck Nayuta would be in charge. It makes absolutely no sense why the fuck Nayuta would be there instead of Makima.
Also,
why is Power suddenly there, saving him, being super friendly instead of the way she was, like, lying, scheming, trying to get him killed to get Meowie saved? Why does fucking Nayuta seem to own Meowie?
yeah,
Yeah,
fuck you.
What?
there was a lot of
For that devil having
I mean,
Meowie, I'm so fucking,
I
like...
could accept some of this.
there was a lot
If
of confusing
it had
things
been, like,
about that.
Again, I
What-
could accept some of this if it had been like 5 chapters and we got more world development and an explanation for what the fuck these changes are and why they happened and what was happening.
Any new reset...
Again, it
development.
It just feels like Fujimoto was just like, I'm done with this.
Maybe I'm going
Okay.
crazy.
If he fucking checked himself right into the hospital after he sent that in, I wouldn't be surprised.
Okay, maybe I'm going crazy, but I feel like because the first
Swear to God, Greg,
first
it's
part
like
of Chainsaw Man was
fucking
basically a
Sherlock
dream,
Holmes.
and the second part,
The fucking
the second part was a
has
dream.
literally turned into Sherlock fandom in 2014, and I feel like I'm losing my mind.
Denji, okay. And the reason why he was dreaming, like Pochita was throwing these dreams out, was because of Denji realized like he can never have a normal life because of the horrible guilt he had of killing his father and stuff like that.
That's what therapy is for, Greg.
Yes, and he's doing like his own internalized dream world therapy. And he's
ending is that like a few more chapters you could have landed it. You could have landed it. You could have done it, Fujimoto. I know you could have.
But okay, but he played out scenarios in this dream world of like what it would be like to, you know, befriend these women. And then once he got to the real world, and he met, or real world I should say, where he meets Power, and
Greg.
he meets Nayuta slash
Greg, how the
Makima.
fuck did he know Power was going to exist? Did he just like, oh yeah, there's this psychotic feral woman that lives in the woods, runs around naked and kills bears. I wonder what it would be like to have a relationship with her.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's like
That's what I fucking thought, Greg.
there's a lot of metaphor being played out, I feel like, in this part of the.
I am clairvoyant when dreaming, and I will meet these people in real life. That's a metaphor.
I have accessed the Akashic records,
They're
and now I know all that will ever exist.
They're
and I will
similar.
force myself to forget it, and then
these
die
people.
of my heart condition.
These people are similar to his dream world, but they're not exactly the same, right? Like,
I don't. There's nothing in the
and more
text to
caked
support
up
that.
apparently, according to Reddit, who have made comparisons.
That's
and
what.
keep in mind when Pochita eats his heart. When Pochita eats his own heart, chainsaws are not erased from the world.
Please stop doing like ass measurements in your spare time.
That is
Go,
the entirety of the Chainsaw Man fandom, sweetheart.
and you should all feel bad about yourselves. And
I will
Stop
say
it.
Calling them
that
wins.
Fujimoto
God
has created
damn it.
indelible art that is iconic. It will be forever. The image of Pochita ripping his own heart while giving the peace sign while he's getting eaten, instantly iconic that we will see forever. Memed upon.
Yeah, the second chapter 231, that set of panels, at least we got prime fucking meme fodder out of that. And the fucking, because you fought with a chainsaw.
yeah, again,
Why are chainsaws not erased from the world after Pochita eating himself?
You know how I cope? I don't cope by turning into a Sherlock fan. I cope with memes about how shitty the final chapter was.
And I just look, and I cope by looking at it and going, "Wow, this was deeply disappointing." And then I just move on with my life,
And
I will find something else. I will always treasure the first
Pochita-
part of this manga, but just like the
Yeah.
fucking Dark Tower, I still wish that someone had either fed Fujimoto or given Stephen King an entire fucking kilo of coke.
I mean, done the monthly, or just done what Tagashi does.
Yeah,
He just should have pulled a Tagashi and been like, "Hey motherfuckers, I'm doing another several month hiatus because my health is fucked and I need time to think and write and plan things out."
Well,
I'm going to do a bunch of one-shots and then come back to this when I have an idea of what the hell I'm doing.
That.
That is probably the most frustrating part. Fujimoto in the manga industry is probably as close to do whatever the fuck you want card as you can get. So, if he wanted to take a month or 2 months or whatever to plan things out or do whatever, I'm sure that they would have fucking let him. I'm sure.
Yeah,
they
and
would've.
I've seen plenty of people say he should have just taken done monthly or every 2 months or something. Seriously, man, you don't. Please, for yourself and for all of us, please take breaks. Jesus Christ.
I wonder if the stricter deadlines of Shonen Jump when part 1 was being published, that kind of forced him to lock in to an incredible degree that he just I wonder if
He
this is an
couldn't
example
change it when he was going online.
Yeah.
It's probably that. It's probably the mindset just is so ingrained that he was. I mean, especially seeing him, his interviews and his tweets and everything. he's so like, please like my stuff, please, thank you, please. Like, I could see him being absolutely fucking terrified of disappointing people if he doesn't keep the work up or like losing his audience, which is unfortunate because this led to exactly that.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure
Is
people
that
will
the
see.
impression that's not the impression I get. I get of this like little troll of just like I'm gonna do whatever I want, and you can just like try and figure out if I can levitate, or I'm just gonna.
I get the image that that's what he wants to project, but he's also deeply like he's clearly like some of the stuff he's clearly like he comes across as a very nice, polite, socially terrified guy who presents this very cutesy troll persona on his
the fucking Twitter post where he's just like, "Hello, this is Fujimoto. Here's a drawing. Please believe me."
Deeply socially terrified and awkward, but sweet and well-meaning. And even when he's trolling, he's like the most harmless troll in existence. Like,
yeah, I mean, if someone ever said like, "There's this man who pretends to be like a elementary school aged girl on Twitter," I'm like, "Oh God, what the fuck is this shit?" And then and then it's just like, "I like eating parfait." Huh. This is way less terrible than I expected. That's fine. Oh, well, buddy, you got your Twitter account suspended, and now you're just asking to be let back on Twitter, huh?
Like the thing is, I can't even be mad. I'm just sitting in the Fujimoto. I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed. Like that's where I am.
I mean,
I'm mad, but I'm not I can't imagine.
At least Denji and Asa bumped into each other and blushed like that.
Fuck.
That was a great panel.
Fuck blushing.
You know what that beats? You know what that beats? It beats beheading your to-be lover and making out with the beheaded, the fucking chopped off head. That's what that beats.
Yes, that is the bar. That is the fucking bar we're using, I guess. Here's the thing.
There's a potential for a relationship. Beyond the story.
Exchange. If there was I'm not against a reset ending. It has to be built up to, and it has to be well executed, and it has to be given some growth and building. And I would have been fine with some reset ending where Denji and Asa run into each other and don't really recognize each other, and it doesn't have that shitty fucking meme to death page. That the Denji and Asa bumping into each other and having I honestly, when we got the second to last chapter and we saw the fucking shack and everything, I was like, okay, well, there goes all of the stuff. But I was hoping, I still had some hope that even if it wasn't going to be the ending I wanted, even if there was so much unanswered shit, I was hoping at least the reset world was, I don't know, I was like, okay, well, we're gonna pull some shit out of our ass. So maybe this is a world where devils don't exist. Or they're all in hell. And Denji just gets to go to school and be a normal kid.
Yeah,
and maybe he doesn't, and there's no power because she's not there. There's none of the devils or demons there. It's just humans. And he just goes to school, and he runs into Asa, and they don't fucking know each other, but they just get to be normal. And if that was built up to and properly explored, I would have been like, okay, I'm pissed about all the other stuff that didn't happen and wasn't expecting this ending, but this is acceptable. This is fine.
Yeah, if Denji had
I don't think
I could have handled Denji in foster care.
And
I don't.
He ends up in the same foster care as Asa, even, or they run into each other on a fucking trip. That would have been fine.
The way this manga's been going, I don't think he can have a perfectly sweet, perfect ending to his.
That's what he attempted, and he did it terribly.
I don't want every single piece of fans. I was like, oh, you guys miss Nayuta. Here's a Nayuta. Oh, you miss Power. Here's Power. I'm like, I don't want just because I miss a character doesn't mean you need to bring them back, because the moment it was her death was so well done. Nayuta's death, on the other hand, I'm still pissed about, but that doesn't mean you should bring her back like that.
Yeah,
because that was just like that moment. Actually, I'll be honest. That was the one time I stopped reading for several months after Nayuta's death because I was so fucking angry. Actually, was it after Nayuta's death or after the house burned down?
The house burned down.
Okay, first it was after the house burned down, and then I almost stopped reading again after Nayuta died.
Yeah,
But
Yeah.
Please don't pander to people.
yeah,
Please don't pander to me. Make a good thing that I like.
I'm
Don't.
not saying it never works. It never makes something good.
No,
I
it
really-
never makes anything good.
Even
I
people
don't
like
think it really like pandered too much because I mean I think at that point we were like fully invested in Denji like Asa like getting together. I think.
I
They're not the
wasn't.
same, well, no, I mean, I would have liked
I didn't
it.
care. I just wanted a good ending.
was more invested in Asa actually getting to come back and do stuff because I love Asa as a character. I wanted more for Asa, and now Asa's just didn't. All of her development was undone, and so was Denji. So they're two completely different people than the ones we've been following this whole time. These are not the same Asa and Denji. These are two different people. It's not even the same power.
Well,
Different person.
Yep.
Like
Also,
everyone
keep
is
in mind,
different.
keep in mind it's also different like slightly different timelines because
It's completely different timelines.
yes. So
Yeah,
like
and most
Asa
importantly-
falling on the chicken, right? That technically happens much later in the series than Denji's teaming up with Power and like only
don't
just
try and
beginning to use his
square
devil
away
fruit
of,
power.
like trying to,
Yeah,
Yeah.
which makes it make even less sense because he's at the part like with the actually how
Denji's
much
practically
time-
become a boring salaryman at this
Look,
point with
here's
devil
the
hunting,
important point.
with powers of blood, manifesting weapons.
Well,
like
that's
he's
the
just
other
Vegeta
sad thing.
has
Denji's
decided that Denji needs to die of a heart condition.
Well, here's the thing. Like one thing one thing I'm assuming is we're supposed to infer, which is kind of impossible at this point. With the final chapter, is that she said, I'll save your life," which I know was from the zombies, and you'll basically like work for me. You'll keep you as my pet or whatever the hell she said. I assumed she cured his heart condition.
That's what she said. She says, you have the thump disease. I can fix it, but you're not quite sure because it's fucking power. But
wait.
the
I thought the thump was because he got a little bit of like heart palpitations because he first saw Asa for the first time or
it's hard to
something.
say. It could go either way. My interpretation was that like Power could magically fix it through devil magic bullshit.
Blood magic.
Well, she's a fiend, and this is also the only time we've ever seen a fiend have a contract.
Yeah, like that was
Which
my other
all the
question. Is
rules are different now.
yeah, can fiends make contracts? Because I know devils can make contracts.
Just Denji, just so dumb that he
Wait.
thinks he made a contract with Power, so he acts like he's contracted to her, and
But-
she just lied to him, and he believed it. Who knows?
I don't know. We'll find out when he keels over at age 18.
No,
Well, honestly, like he doesn't have the Chainsaw Man super regeneration, so I feel like he's one or two devil hunts away from just being horribly mauled, and then that's it.
yeah. So this is the happy ending because he's still missing a testicle and kidney and an eye. I saw a theory going around that actually Kishibe is Denji from this timeline.
Jesus
And
Christ.
I was like, "Are you
Kishibe?
fucking kidding me? Are
Wait.
you absolutely kidding me?"
Who's
We-
Kishibe again?
Remember
young
the super cool Mads
Like,
Mikkelsen
it's not
guy?
Denji. We've literally seen young Kishibe.
I mean,
Yeah,
I
I
can
don't see
see
it.
it like Kishibe is what Denji ends up being like, but
Yeah, but they were like, "No, literally, it's Kishibe from another timeline, from this
Oh,
timeline." I'm like,
oh.
and everyone was like, "Are you a dumbass?" And they just posted the panels of young Kishibe hitting on Huang Shi.
also the reason why I don't think that I don't think that Power fixed Denji's heart condition is all right. Fine, so she fixed his heart condition. Where's his eye?
Yeah,
Because devil healing does not seem to be a half measure thing. They
Yeah.
just seem to fix problems. So if that was the case, where the fuck did his eye
The
go?
only thing I could think is that again, this would be in character, but not like canon. Like, it would be funny if she was like, "You need your heart to stay alive, but I don't need to fix anything else because I don't care."
I mean, honestly, it would be funny if it was like again, this would have taken more effort and energy than Fujimoto put into this chapter. Is like
Maybe
someone just
maybe
makes an offhanded comment about the fact that it's like, or Denji makes an offhanded comment about having contracted with like the ghost devil, like
Oh,
Kimono.
like Kimono, yeah.
And like something like, and Powers going like, I just grew that back. And he's like, yeah, but I'm used to not needing it, or something, like that. But again, that's way more effort than Fujimoto put into this ending.
maybe I'm giving Fujimoto like way too much credit. Like
Yes,
I
yes, you are.
but like you've seen what he could do with other one shots, right? And like
Yes. And this is why I think the ending, he didn't stick the ending. Because the other ones, Greg, do you feel the frantic need to justify the ending of Look Back or Goodbye Eri?
They both have kind of have
no.
like really
But-
perfect endings.
Yeah, they had a good ending. If you are trying this hard to come up with a reason why the Chainsaw Man ending is good, it probably isn't that great, man.
you know what? I don't know. I saw it. I read it all in like practically one go. Like starting from like after like in the middle of the fucking not death devil, the aging devil fight.
Well,
And-
here's also a kind of question I'm kind of curious to. What do you think was the best arc of part 2?
It's probably
Was it the aging devil or the falling devil or the aquarium? For me, I think it's either
I mean,
the aquarium
was-
or the aging devil, probably the
Qu-
closest.
Quarium was great, but I also really enjoyed Chainsaw Man versus Yoru towards the end. I thought that was a really great fight. I love their back and forth with that.
Are you having
You
the
know-
exact same problem I am, where you're just trying to think of one?
I'm trying to think of where everything in part 2 stopped.
Can,
That's
can
my
I can I ask you something? What do you think about the meaning behind this panel where Asa is like, "Thank you, Chainsaw Man," and you see the image of Denji like this with his little beating Pochita heart, like there. What? How do you interpret that? Like,
I've been
because
trying to
I have a
think
very
about
particular.
Fuck, I think it is versus what Fujimoto wants us to think it is,
and
and it's been making me angry.
and
Okay.
also like there have been moments before when Puchita's eaten things where it's like, this doesn't feel quite right. I know something is missing, and then you look down and you realize that people don't fucking have legs anymore. They're like, oh, I guess it has always been like this. So there are like fleeting moments of self-awareness, I guess, but they don't tend to last. So that was my personal best guess.
I don't. So wait, what do you think happened to that panel? I'm not sure what you.
Okay. Do you remember when, like, say, Chainsaw Man ate the leg devil, and there was that brief fleeting moment of like, oh, something is something. This is weird.
It was like,
I feel like
missing.
something is missing.
Okay, that's what you meant.
And
Okay,
then you look
he-
around and no one has legs.
Right.
And then he goes, I guess it always has been this way.
Okay, I got it now.
So that was my assumption for this.
Something that was missing, and we're seeing him be like having the something's missing moment about Pochita Heart. Pochita Heart isn't actually there. He's not remembering Pochita Heart because he doesn't know what the fuck that is. But it's him going, wait a minute. Ah, never mind, it's gone.
Yeah, like, I feel like I'm missing something. If it's important, I'm sure I'll remember it eventually.
Yes,
Yeah.
but okay.
I-
But
I-
if you
I
look
think
at
that's
it
a
through
pretty
my-
good interpretation.
Oh yeah, Isaac, do you have the same interpretation with the
I
heart?
think that's pretty accurate.
Oh,
just
yeah.
some sort of
I didn't think of
vestigial-
it. I didn't even think of it that way, but yeah, that was my like him going. Wait, why does that sound familiar? Oh, okay, never mind.
And-
Like,
and if-
Because you fought with a chainsaw and you're a guy.
I especially didn't think it was real because there's no ripcord.
Yeah, it's
So,
the same
yeah.
fucking. I guess it's the same fucking thing as like, thank you, Leatherface, because your mask is made of leather and you're wearing it on your face. Cue incoherent screaming noises and chainsaw revving.
I didn't think it was real. I didn't even think about it in the same way as the like, oh, this is what happens when Vegeta eats something. I just thought it was like, wait, what?
Wait, you see,
Oh yeah,
like,
no, never mind.
so I guess if you look at it through my crazy metaphor lens, you could see that Denji thought, wow, Chainsaw Man is like the super cool version of myself in a sense, right? And like, and Pochita slash Chainsaw Man was like the psychological defense mechanism that, at some point it's like, hey, yeah, this is like definitely, this is like such an awesome part of myself. But on the other hand, it's like, wait, this guy's getting kind of out of control. He's like sort of killing people every now and then, hurting
Is it
people.
a dream or is it a psychological defense mequism?
So
Yeah.
in your interpretation, Greg.
Yeah.
Does Pochita exist at all? In reality, not in dream. In Denji's dream psychosis, does Pochita actually exist, or did Denji make him up?
I guess.
Yes,
I think Denji basically. I think it's possible Denji just completely made him up, like
So
the entire time.
Which means if Asa is in that dream, if the entire manga except for the end happens in a dream.
Yeah, and like how you like kind of like
be a defense mechanism for Asa because Asa is part of the dream that Denji made up.
Right, but like like there's like. You dream for a long time. You forget a lot of the details
Greg,
of the dream.
I gotta stop you there, though.
And that's like my question about Yoru.
Damn it, Greg.
But
Power interacts with Pochita at the end of part 1.
And we also see several characters doing stuff off panel. And I know in Dream sometimes you're watching stuff, but like Asa is like there a whole bunch in the beginning of part 2 before Denji comes back into the picture, doing her own shit. And the thing with Yoru. So is Yoru real? Is Yoru Asa's coping mechanism? And if she's Asa's coping mechanism, did Denji make that up in his dream psychosis?
So here's how this is kind of crazy, but do you imagine like you're still like half you're still like half a little bit half in psychosis when you wake up as Denji, and the people that you meet, these strangers that you meet, remind Denji of the people he's met in his dreams.
So is this a fucking like Wizard of Oz and you were there and you were there and you were there?
Oh my god, that's perfect, yes! Oh my god, that's absolutely perfect!
All of Chainsaw Man is actually the Wizard of Oz.
Yes!
Yes, that makes perfect sense. We all remember when Dorothy was horribly wounded and Toto replaced her fucking her dying heart.
Fan art of this so badly. Oh my god.
So obviously, Power is the cowardly lion.
Yes.
Who is Aki? Is Aki the Scarecrow or is Aki the fucking Tin Man?
Probably the Tin Man because he's gun deviled. He turns into the gun devil.
Power the Scarecrow. Oh no! Wait, no.
Scarecrow's the smartest one, actually, so it's Aki.
Okay, so wait,
actually Denji might be the Tin Man.
Okay, so then. I guess in this
Denji's a scarecrow, I think.
Asa needs a brain, so she's the Scarecrow, Aki's the Tin Man, and Power is the Cowardly Lion.
And who was Kobeni's car?
Flying monkey, no. Well,
Oh
she
my
was
God,
Senki,
Scott,
and
you
Makima is the Wicked Witch of the West. So
I
technically,
was gonna say.
Kobeni's car
I was
against
gonna
flying
Okay.
monkeys.
you perfectly
The
articulated it
wizard-
for
the
me.
wizard is clearly Kobeni.
But, like-
Fujimoto's the fucking wizard.
Jesus Christ! Yeah.
But like,
Hiding, and the wizard head is just a heart.
and you remember, like in the fucking Wizard of Oz, like at the end, there's like these small little references to like, hey, you know, blah blah blah, you know, hey, where did you get those shoes, Dorothy, or something like that. That's Denji's moment where Asa's saying, "Thank you, Chainsaw Man," like. Where something from the fantasy world connects with the real world, and his heart beats, you know, and he gets this little sensation like, oh my God, she really gets me. She sees the real version of me, and also like some sense of the fantasy world version of me.
And also, assuming that Puchita ate himself, why the fuck are there chainsaws?
That's
I mean,
exactly.
Cheetah's
I think that
something
supports
else.
my
No,
point.
it's the
No,
lore.
it doesn't.
feel like that
It just
makes-
supports the fact that it's bad ending. Go.
No, I feel like that
go.
just supports your like he can't completely eat himself, so he ate his own that version of himself, and there's a chainsaw devil in hell.
Yeah, and clearly Makaba is not a fan of this version of. It's not like a weird obsessive like outside your window at 3 a.m. stalker for this version of the Chainsaw Devil. Only Puchita excited her in that way.
I mean, either that or he's in hell, and she ended up in hell with him somehow, or I mean, but the thing is, they can't be.
Yeah, but the Control Devil still exists up here.
Yeah, so I
So
don't know,
obvious. Yeah, this is.
So Lucas not Makima would still exist
Yeah, I'm
even
just.
if she acted differently.
I don't know. I just like.
Like
Fuck you. I'm pretty sure Fujimoto did not place this,
No,
but
that's
put
why
any kind of thought into this. Which
I
is,
will give this if like the
why
Chainsaw
Nagita is
Man,
Nagita, not Makima.
if the Chainsaw
What?
Man Part 2 has like a Wizard of Oz homage, then it might be like Greg calling, you know, Toby being Obito.
I would flip a dick like if that happened. Like I would flip my fucking brain, and I would scream out like I was fucking right to every single one of you
It's
guys.
a homage to a very well loved, very popular, very influential movie without it turning out to be a dream, because we would need something to prove that the entirety of the manga up until 232 was in fact a dream. And an homage to a very popular, influential piece of cinema from a manga with a mangaka who's obsessed with movies does not prove that.
yeah, like maybe if there was an open bottle of Xanax in the shack with Denji.
Ambien.
Or Ambien, yes.
Fucking Ambien.
God, it makes me
The
want
only
to
thing
go.
in that shack is some moldy bread, a shitty looking pallet, and Denji's crippling drug addiction.
Yeah.
Wait, I never got the answer though of what your favorite arc was. So, Greg,
Oh.
was it the War Devil arc, or did you like the Aging Devil arc the most?
I like the War Devil arc the best. I think that was I love, you know, the interplay between Yoru, Asa, Denji combined with Pochita in a sense, and also Pochita showing himself too, you know, as the Black Chainsaw Man. I think you know, that fight was really felt really great.
And Scott, Clara, do you have favorite arc?
No, go for it.
Okay, so for me, I think it was pretty much everything up until the Chainsaw Church.
Yeah,
Arc.
the Chainsaw
Yeah.
Church arc was like kind of
Then-
like everyone's least favorite.
Yeah, that was
everything-
weird.
And then I did, but it's hard because I also really liked the Aging Devil arc. That was really good. And
Oh,
I did.
wait.
I mean, I did like a lot of the. I mean, I just genuinely found all the fucking Yoru like as soon as the like all the like getting the like everything with the Oh, as soon as like the nuclear weapons were reinvented, all the shit with Yoro was so fucking funny. Like to the point where my sister doesn't read manga, but like I mean she used to watch anime with me. She's fallen off of animation, and I'm trying to get her back. But like completely out of context, she doesn't know shit about Chainsaw Man. I just started sending her fucking panels as soon as all the like nuclear weapons have been reinvented. Getting the like arms, the Statue of Liberty, that fucking amazing Statue of Liberty panel or page. I was just saying that to my sister, being like giving her like no content. Like, so this is the manga I'm reading right now, and yes, these are real panels. Like the whole like fucking whole fucking Star Spangled Banner, all those pages with like the horrible deaths, and like I was just sending her that shit, and she was like, "I don't know what the fuck is going on, but this is amazing." And I was like, "I know, right?" But yeah, I mean that part was like just fun and hilarious every week, more like Yoru being batshit crazy. And just yeah, the like fucking I'm in love with America, like. But yeah, my favorite is basically if I had to just pick a favorite chunk, it would be everything up until the Chainsaw Church.
Yeah,
But
I
also
think that's fair.
Okay.
favorite character introduced, Lil D. I love her. She's such a weird little dork. I love her so much. I mean, Nayuta's up there too, obviously, but I love Lil D, and I wish we'd gotten more of Fami, especially after the rock throwing. She's just like a weirder version of Kobeni, and I love her. I love the horse. Like, I wanted more of that shit because they're all so fucking different and weird and funny. Like they're great. Like yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I was looking forward to a more protracted like interplay and fight between these four lunatics.
Yeah.
Or I guess three. Since
the main reason I wanted Nayuta back was sorry, go ahead to interact.
By the way, what did you like in particular about the aging devil fight? Was it
interesting because when he comes up with like primordial or more like weird devil concepts, whenever he does that, it's always great.
Well, and it was also like a great metaphor of just like not even Japan, but just the rest of the world. That like old people would rather like fucking feed children to a devil just to remain in power. And did you ever hear about the leaked conversation between Vladimir Putin and Xi Jinping? The hot conversation. They were like talking about how they're going to live to 150 because they're advancing organ transplant technology, and they're literally just going to like put in, swap out the organs of the young so they can live to 150.
Jesus Christ! Okay.
Millionaire or billionaire who like transplants his son's plasma regularly because he thinks it's going to make him live forever or some shit.
It's funny.
I'm just dying.
It would be funny if he just had a heart attack.
So
just like, he goes to the doctor, like, how did this happen? It's like,
or he just has to. I'm sorry.
No, it's like I like the heart attack idea because like he goes to the doctor, like, how did this happen? I've been transplanting blood. Are you losing blood? Well, no. Okay, well, technically, what you're doing is called blood doping, and while it does improve athletic performance, it also ups your blood pressure and increases your risk of having a fucking heart attack.
He's taught me. But no, I think it's plasma specifically. I think it's not. I think it's weird. He does plasma infusions. I think from it's not blood. It's plasma. It might be something else from the kids. Yeah, but yeah, it's just fucking. He's like, hey, come here. You know what time it is? Like. Anyway, weird tangent. Sorry.
Look, the kid just has to wait until he dies to get the money back.
Yeah, like, what if your son just decides he's had enough and poisons you?
Although, I think we all know what my favorite chapters were.
Oh yeah.
Can you guess?
I know. I think I already know. All them with Bucky.
Was it the American?
Yes.
Chapter?
Yeah, of course.
Bucky.
Yeah, the first few chapters.
When the headless chicken.
right up until Bucky died. Those were my favorite parts of chapter of part 2.
And he knows this, but can I
do like the Bucky character.
Blasphemer. I fucking hate Bucky.
Oh!
Fuck yourself.
I feel like Asa. I fucking well. Okay, Asa likes birds and felt guilty about it, but like, or when that first came out, I was like, I fucking hate this stupid ass devil.
Fuck you. That bird is
It
awesome.
annoys the shit out of me.
Hey.
Take that bird
Hey.
across the schoolyard.
I would make a contract with that devil immediately.
And the funny thing is, if this bird existed in real life, I would probably find him charming and adorable and want to protect him. But in the manga, he annoyed the shit out of me.
But he's like the best thing to make a contract with. You let him live in your house, you take care of him, you get fresh eggs like every single day. It's great.
Oh, I feel
And he
weird
gives you
taking
endless
birds
chicken
for something
puns.
Like,
No, he doesn't lay them. They just exist. It's part of the contract. You just always have a carton of eggs in the fridge.
there. But if he's always trying to like be like, hey, like an annoying little comedian, I get.
Yeah, that's just because you fucking hate the Wizards with Gun Penguin.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
When we get part 2 animated in like 20 years, and I need someone, and Bucky like is animated. I need someone to dub over Bucky with the fucking Wizards with Guns penguin.
What is Wizards with Gun? Is that like a
Oh,
webcomic?
you introduced it.
Oh, it's a sketch comedy group.
Oh,
They do just
I
really
have seen
weird
it,
shit.
but, you'll
Yeah,
have to send me links.
they're
Like
afterwards.
the
strange,
fucking
right?
goddamn like the fucking plush penguin that's like wants to watch a fucking TV show and they're like watching the news from 9/11.
I love Alice.
What?
And, like I'm just kind of imagining that but with Bucky and like the fucking Asa and Yoru like what was that? Sends it back.
God. Yeah, probably they should have kept Bucky as a character much longer.
Done.
But
Fucking chicken stuff. The fuck do you think he does? That's all he ever does is like fucking
Bring beloved things and kill them.
baked chicken related activities.
Isaac, what about you? What was your favorite of
Probably
part 2?
either the Aging Devil arc or the Aquarium arc. The Aquarium arc was just kind of like what I wanted. I just wanted what I wanted from part 2 was like Denji to do like banal, like really tired and true, like fucking school bullshit, but then Fujimoto weirdness would like seep its way in. So like we gotta join the blah 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 club, and we gotta prepare for the school festival, but then it would have a Fujimoto twist. Because like here's my big question to you,
Sure.
Greg, as someone who's seen the 2 seasons of the Den to Den anime, what do you think? What do you like better, the Denji Asa romance or the Okrun Momo romance?
Okarun and Momo, probably.
I don't blame you.
But there is something about the Denji Asa one too. I think Fujimoto did start to write like a pretty decent like romance dynamic between her and Denji. Because I think it was going towards something at the very least.
Until it was all
And-
taken away.
It was going somewhere.
It was.
And
Yeah.
it's
It
just
felt like it was.
Yeah, I thought it was too.
But
Like,
it wasn't.
and then it never mattered ever under
Yeah.
any circumstances.
but it didn't conclude the way that I initially thought it would. But
Greg,
here
none of this mattered.
I want to show you like a little bit more proof of my crazy metaphor
Oh no!
narrative. Look at chapter
Swear to
1.
God, Greg.
Chapter 1
Is there
of
gonna
the
be a
manga.
part 3?
I need,
Is there
what
going to
I
be a
need-
part 3, Greg?
I want to know
There's
whether
not-
There's- There's no part 3, but
Okay.
your fandom for Chainsaw Man looks
But-
like. I'm gonna be honest.
Oh,
If you're
God.
I probably no part.
fandom is right now.
There's probably no part 3, but I want you to check around page, like they label it as page 38, but it's a little bit more than halfway down in the first chapter of Chainsaw Man. Like, this is a flashback that's happening. It's flashback. Pochita is laying on top of Denji. It's probably after a hard day's work or something. And Denji says something along, or Pochita says something along the lines of like, "I always loved listening to you talk about your dreams. This is a contract. I'll give you my heart in exchange. Show me your dreams."
Okay, so
Dreams? Was this all a
I know
dream?
exactly what panel. I mean, I know exactly what it says, and
So what you're saying
stretch.
So what you're saying is also that never happened because again, that probably never that never happened either because we just cut back to the fucking
Hot.
the hut, and I think you previously mentioned is like, well then
You said he made
Pochita
Pochita. You
Pochita
said he
didn't
made Pochita, and
yeah,
Pokemon 2 didn't happen until 232.
yeah, so none of that happened either,
Okay.
unless you're suggesting that this was also part of the made up fever dream and he made up.
Yes, in a way, probably. That's that's also part of the made up fever dream.
So it's a dream inside a dream.
Greg, are you suggesting that fucking Chainsaw Man is just Inception?
Kind of. Just think of it like
I
the
think
Wizard
you
of Oz
said,
was a
like,
perfect example.
not like real dreams, but like
Himself.
show him my, fucking like what you want to aspire to and achieve in life. Like typical
Also,
shonen
literally-
jump dream. What is your dream to achieve?
None of this happens. Denji just needs to go on antipsychotics.
Dream is apparently to find a found family, have it completely destroyed, eat the woman he was in love with, who ruined his life, and then have his new family, his little sister and all their pets murdered. What?
Yes, these are my most deeply held dreams. Don't question what I jerk off to in my spare time.
Dream of him imagining like what touching boobs and eating good food and sex was like. It's like, no, his dreams are, and then this nightmare cavalcade of what the fuck.
Yeah, and then it all ends with someone stealing Denji's bike and yelling at him.
And then, that actually would have been a better ending. Just Denji, like, I don't know, in school and in like grade school, like trying to like lock up his bike, and then some girl kicks his bike over, laxes him, and he walks away, and it's Asa, and he's like, I think I'm in love.
Jesus
And then
Christ.
it's over.
It would have definitely tied a lot of different things.
No, the only thing we need to add to that is Asa is carrying parfait.
He's eating parfait, and she's like, move, bitch! Kicks his bike over, laughs, walks away while eating parfait.
Yes.
The trifecta that will dominate the rest of his life is complete, and it has been created in his work.
I would have accepted that over this because at least it would have made me laugh.
Well, it
Yeah,
does
at
feel
least
like
the Big Lebowski was funny.
Yeah, like the whole point was okay. I'm gonna say The Big Lebowski and Clerks, not the original ending Clerks. Just Clerks as is, like, because they're both like, I was just trying to have a normal ass day, and all this shit happened to me, which is not the same as Chainsaw Man, which was not. I was just trying to have a normal ass day. It was, my days are not normal. I'm miserable. I do not have my needs met. I could die any moment. I'm dreaming of a better life and I'm trying to attain something. What the main character in The Big Lebowski and Clerks was trying to attain was, I just wanted to have a normal fucking day and be left alone, man. Why is all this shit happening? Those are not the same story.
Also,
I just found something also in chapter 1.
God damn it, Craig!
Greg, you sound
You
like
have to
the
go
fucking
home.
Stranger Things Convergence Gate or whatever that stupid prophecy was that people hated
Yeah,
the ending
the
so
like
much.
Sherlock 3.0, I think, because it was like Sherlock and then apparently Supernatural and now Stranger Things and now fucking Chainsaw Man, who have now joined the Tumblr collective in their behavior.
This is just something that unites chapter 1 and the final chapter. And it's like
Besides the
He's-
direct parallels.
he's
In the
like
fucking manga.
he's like, all right. So in his cabin, he's like complaining to Pochita, uh, about a normal life. Eating slice of bread and stuff. Feels like I'll be paying off my debt till the day I die, and I'll probably never get to go out with a girl. Can't ask a girl over to my rundown shack, and I don't got money for a date either. And then in bold big letters, he's like, if dreams do come true, I want to hug a girl before I die. And technically, he hugged Asa accidentally in that final chapter.
I swear to God, Greg.
Okay. But that was
Conformity gate is real. Conformity gate is real. The 9th episode of Stranger Things is gonna drop. The real ending is almost here. Fujimoto's gonna drop a 60-page one-shot.
accidentally hugging a random girl by bumping into her that to him is a random girl because he has no idea who the fuck she is. Counts as fulfilling, achieving his goals.
You know what? In some weird, twisted, bittersweet way,
Greg,
Because
maybe
he has no
yes.
idea who the fuck she is, and she doesn't know who the hell she is.
like fucking
Yeah.
Greg, by that measure, all he had to do was like run up and just hug some random woman on the street, get punched in the face, and he's like, fuck it, that's close enough. I got what I needed out of my life.
Yeah, I'm just saying it doesn't necessarily tie into this is all a metaphor theory, but it's like it's sort of tie into like his initial want and ask for the first chapter, and it's
Yeah.
sort of completing and fulfilling in the final one.
Yes, the whole point of the last chapter was to try and make us feel like Denji got a better version of life without being Chainsaw Man. I'm not convinced.
Neither am
that
I.
he got a better
And
life because it's a different version of Denji, and it's also unclear whether his life is actually better because the world building of this new reality is
Borked.
incomplete is an understatement.
Yeah. You need
Also, I
longer
feel
than
slightly
20.
betrayed because I have always viewed Denji as the fucking shonen hero of our age.
Yeah.
And the last chapter was like, man, you want too much stuff.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna reset reality
Yeah,
now.
that was-
You want too much stuff.
I just my basic needs fulfilled, so like I don't want to be the Pirate King. I don't want to be the fucking Ninja King or whatever the Hokage. Sorry,
Yeah.
I'm not a Naruto person. I don't
That's-
want to be Pirate King of the Pirates. I don't want to be like the fucking. I don't want to be like superhero. I don't want to. I just want to have a decent place to live, decent like not constantly worrying about food, shelter, not worry about the fucking yakuza. I would like to have my body parts back, please, and I would like to be able to feel like a connection with and have my with someone and have my sexual needs fulfilled.
I want to,
and then apparently they just fuck you for that.
And I just want somewhere to get cold beer, warm pussy, and somewhere to take a shit with a door on it. I mean, you don't want the dog watching you when you do that. And anyone who understands that reference, you are an amazing person.
You show me where's that from again? I'm trying to remember.
It's Frisky Dingo.
Okay,
Like,
there we go.
I'd have to go to our consultant, Mr. Ford. What does a real America want? All America want is cold beer, warm pussy, and somewhere to take a shit with a door on it. Now you want to watch the dog watching you when you do that, which is just the constant refrain I have used every time I have just tried to sum up what Denji wants out of his existence.
And apparently that's too much to fucking ask for.
Yeah, because the dog is just with you at all times.
Jeez.
Well, I guess Pochita finally fulfilled that last one.
Dog is no longer watching and also go fuck yourself.
He finally has somewhere to take a shit with a door on it that doesn't have a dog watching him.
Part 3's gonna come every day, man. Part D, just watch.
The two big ones
Like-
have been. It's funny because I'm like, well, this is a dream. Greg has introduced me to a new fucking conspiracy theory, a version of dream theory that I haven't seen, which is parts 1 and 2 were all a dream. Because what I've been seeing is like, no, man. What's happening right now is you got eaten by the dream devil. Or like you got like the thing, like the butthole bug thing that like ate him. That's actually like the dream devil. So this isn't actually happening. He's in a dream right now. So when we get part 3, we're gonna find out that he was actually trapped in a dream, and like all that stuff that happened in 231 and 232. No, it didn't, because it's a dream. That was the dream theory that I keep seeing fucking everywhere. And the other one is, oh, actually on April 1st, fucking Fujimoto's gonna release a secret chapter. Which I'm like, oh, this is the fucking Sherlock fandom all over again, because both of those were fucking.
What happened in Sherlock that like created such a? Can you give me a TLDR?
Watch the H Bomber guy video on it, or the Sarah Zed video. But like, no, my best friend from high school was deep in the Sherlock fandom, and one of the weird like, because like even though the show was not good, I mean the first season was watchable, the second season was almost watchable. Because I watched it with her because we were. It's like one of those like you watch a show with your friend because they like it, even though you don't really like it. And then I stopped watching it with her because I didn't like it. So apparently when season 4 rolled around, as the show getting progressively shittier, the final episode of season 4 was so bad that even the diehard fans were like, this must have been bad on purpose. This was a fake-out episode. They're gonna release a secret 4th final episode. And they were like reading into the wallpaper in certain like backgrounds of episodes, and like the costume and the lighting stuff, and being like secret 4th episode and like all this shit. And they're like, it'll air on this date because of fucking numerology or whatever. And like, oh no, it'll air on this date, and then it never aired, and like the fandom had like a fucking meltdown. And there was even more than that, but that's like the fucking short version. Like they just imploded and went completely insane. This includes my friend. She bought into all of this and would not listen to reason, so I just could not like deal with the subject, because if she was talking about it, I had to just keep my mouth shut, because if I questioned anything she said, she went nuts.
So Greg, Scott, in the great bad manga tier list ending, it seems like everyone's like, we're in this cycle where new gen manga ends, and then everyone's like, that was the worst thing. Then another new gen manga ends, and people were like, perhaps we treated you too harshly. So
yeah, I keep saying, what was it like? Attack on Titan, My Hero Academia, Jujutsu Kaisen, and then Chainsaw Man.
Right now.
I mean, Naruto. I remember Naruto mostly because of fucking dads.
So
right, even if
I would grade this as better than Naruto, but only because it didn't go on as long. And I will just say that it is mercifully shorter, because holy shit did that fucking drag and drag and drag.
So you count the ending starting when like the moon bitch appeared out of nowhere, or
yeah, oh god, the fucking moon bitch. The problem with
God.
the ending is it just like had several points to end.
I mean, just imagine if this chapter had lasted for like months.
Jesus fucking Christ!
Like just this chapter had just kept going, and was just as stupid and poorly written, except it lasted for like 6 fucking months.
No. You're forgetting the part is that, like you every like 3 months they would introduce like a new villain who would somehow be worse, and it would just be this cascading of like worse villains. First you have Toby Obito. Okay, that's fine. Oh, you've got Mandara. Oh, he's a little bit more generic. He's just I'm evil. Oh god, the moon bitch.
Yeah, the moon bitch is the one where I understand where everyone was like, design's cool, but what the fuck? Like, what is going on?
Absolutely no foreshadowing for like the fighting the mother of all chakra. Like it's just so fucking like out of left field.
I'm still
like,
one of the
like
things
I
I'm
said, so
amazed
that
of
was
is
worse
that,
for
like,
me than this. At least this was brief.
Well,
it's like ripping a Band-Aid off.
Ironically enough, the Naruto ending like didn't kill the fandom like other mangas. Like it still goes strong. That's something I've never quite figured out.
Happen, which is what I'm doing with Chainsaw Man Part 2. I mean, I'm still gonna I still like Asa. I love Asa as a character forever. I'm not going to pretend Asa doesn't exist, because I love her and she's great. I wish she had been allowed to be more great and continue to develop. and there's still things in part 2 that I like mostly characters. But for me, it's like, nah, Chainsaw Man ended at part 1, and then there are little individual characters that, yeah.
So
I'm just gonna pretend all of part 2 is about Bucky and his magical slice of life adventures in a high school in this universe.
So you rank it above the Naruto ending, but how do you? Well, Scott, I don't think I made you read the My Hero Academia ending, but Greg, what do you think about it versus the My
Yes,
Hero
you
Academia?
did. I finished the entire goddamn thing.
Wait, you did? I thought you only got to like because like it wasn't finished when I made you read it. You only got to like close to the end, but not the end.
You asked me to go back and finish it.
Well,
Like,
I thought I had to. You saw the ending?
yes.
So all right. So yeah, what do you think of My Hero ending versus the Attack on Titan ending versus the Chainsaw Man ending?
Okay. If we're grading these, I guess Attack on Titan,
Is the worst or the best?
then My Hero Academia, I guess, and then Chainsaw Man.
So
Like,
you think it's the bottom of the worst endings?
I think my problem is it had the most potential and squandered it.
Mm.
Like, that's my problem. Is like Attack on Titan's like, okay, this has been okay as a series. I was never a huge fan, but I read it and it's fine. Uh, the ending was okay, but whatever. My Hero Academia, this was a fun series, and yeah, watching what happened after
For some reason, I thought
Deku.
you would like the My Hero Academia ending more, just because.
Yeah, it was fine.
Yeah,
Like, I didn't hate it.
I think people just were pissed at the
Fine.
idea of like, I'm going to become the greatest hero, meant to like, turn to I'm going to peak in high school.
God, he really did. Really, really did. Though, didn't they? I swear they gave him that fucking Iron Man suit, didn't they?
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
they
gets
did.
the Iron Man suit. That's the sort of cope. He kind of becomes what he should have been in the beginning. It was just like an Iron Man character. But like,
Yeah, honestly, that would have been a much more interesting version of this if he had just enrolled in the like
the
equipment
support item
track,
thing.
like the support item thing, and then just spent all of his time making himself a suit, and then just went, oh, by the way, I'm changing tacts. What? Yeah, this was the plan all along.
Greg, how do you rank the controversial endings?
Well, I think Chainsaw Man rises to the top of my list in terms
So
of
you think it's the best of the most of the controversial manga?
yes, I think it is actually, and I guess where do I place next stuff? Then I would probably put Attack on Titan, and then
I'm surprised you rated Attack on Titan versus over the My Hero ending.
oh, My Hero ending was just kind of like, I guess I didn't feel like as invested in the characters towards the end of My Hero. Like, I think it was like there was some really cool like fight scenes and like moments, but I guess I didn't really like feel like a deeper connection to like the universe or the story towards the end of it. It's just like it was a lot of like cool flashy stuff with My Hero. I think Denji should have ended up with Froppy. and Gravity should have ended up with Bakugo. That's my headcanon for perfect couples right there.
Okay.
And
I cannot believe the best manga ending that I've seen in a while is
sorry, Naruto is above My Hero.
Okay.
I should put that. No, actually, I should put Naruto. Damn it! God, where would I put?
What's the best manga ending while Greg racks his mind?
Okay.
Demon Slayer.
Oh yeah, Greg, I made him read all of Demon Slayer for my birthday.
I'll fucking give that to you. That is probably the best manga ending that I've seen in a while.
Okay, don't spoilers because I have not. I've only been following the anime. Okay,
Yeah,
just so you know.
He slays a demon.
Okay. um, Naruto. Man, I think the reason why people like Naruto so much even after like the dragged on, like it felt like a very anticlimactic way to end the series, or like very dragged, beat a dead horse kind of way to end the series. Like even though the Sasuke fight feels like it should be like an epic thing, by at that moment you feel like you've already seen like 5 or 6 different climactic ending fights, and you're like, are we sure this is like the last one? Like,
So this is the last one. This is finally gonna stop it. Are you sure?
Yeah.
Oh, nope. There's the next asshole.
So it's actually
Yeah,
an arc without being a tournament arc.
yeah. I mean,
yeah.
but I think like the general spirit of like Naruto as a series, and like the characters and the universe, it was all remaining true. It's just like the way you know the way to end that series like just wasn't there. Like uh
Wait, so
yes.
I do have to start wrapping up. As much as I love like just shooting the shit with you, this has been a blast for me. So thank you again for doing this. I do have to I got to run the movie night in like 15 minutes.
Shit.
So what were your rankings though? Give me the rankings.
Okay.
One more question, then we'll do a final.
I'm gonna put Chainsaw Man top,
Mhm.
and I'm gonna put then Attack on Titan, then I guess I'll put My Hero Academia,
I can't
then I'll
believe
put
it. You think My
Naruto.
Hero is the worst ending? This is like a pretty conventional
No,
ending.
Naruto.
Oh.
Naruto's ending was kind of very lackluster. And I feel like My Hero
Was better than the Naruto ending.
Yeah, it was slightly better.
I can't wait to see how you rank JJK when that's over.
By the way, I just want to point out in
Everyone's talking like it's over.
more to my mad
Manga's
metaphorical. Just one more thing to add to my metaphorical like madness about Chainsaw Man. Page 2 page 1, or is it, no, sorry, it's page 2 of chapter of the final chapter. Denji, he's wiping away blood from his mouth. He's in the cabin and he's like, feels like I had a good and bad dream.
Shut up.
You know what, Craig? I'm just gonna go start reading Time Cube.
He says,
Fuck you.
he says it feels like I had a good bad dream. It probably means there's some lingering, there's lingering effects of the timeline, of the other timeline. We're aware of that because the whole like Chainsaw Man heart not there moment. There's lingering effects. That doesn't mean it was literally a dream. And if Furimoto does pull that shit, I will lose it. Because here's one last thing I want to say. I don't want more Chainsaw Man. We got a bad ending, and I will accept it, and I want him to move on to different shit. I want him to take a fucking break, do one-shots, and then if he's ready, do a new, different project if he wants to do another series. I want him to leave Chainsaw Man the fuck alone. And just leave it.
I want to see what happens if the One Piece ending is this bad.
Oh god!
I'm pretty sure Japan will just eat itself alive, as will most of.
We'll have to go into hiding.
Yeah, I was gonna say, as will like a whole bunch of other countries. Like this will probably end up creating civil unrest on a scale that we have never seen before.
By the way, I'm perfectly fine with Chainsaw Man ending this way. I think it's fine. I'm happy with it.
I think like maybe if he wants to do like a one shot, I would accept it in the Chainsaw Man universe. But mostly, I'm kind of ready for him to move on.
I think he's ready to move on.
I think he should just stick to like short series. You know, like 50 chapters or less.
Yeah.
He liked cinema. He should aim for something that feels like a movie length.
Exactly.
He's in a really privileged position where, like, what people are gonna like, punch each other to animate whatever he does. Like, look back as being turned into a live action movie. Goodbye Eri is the golden standard of adaptations that every animator wants to do. I guess the final question I was kind of curious is, could a really good Mappa adaptation save this?
No.
I think so. I think you guys haven't seen what it could be like. Just because you experience it chapter by chapter, weekly basis. I think it's gonna flow so much better once it's animated.
I mean, given time, I do want to go back and read the entire thing.
See if your perspective changes.
I mean, it's short enough that it's not going to be an issue, but I need some time. just to see what it reads like, not because I think it's going to make me like the ending.
I understand that. Yeah, you need some time after you've been out too much Chainsaw Man at this point.
It's not even that, like I have no ill towards him or the property. I'm just annoyed. And like I'm not gonna throw away all my merch or whatever. Like I still love my little power. I mean these are both his, but I have so many power figurines. I say so many, I think I have like 3, but like I love her.
Well, we still have the rest of part 1 to be animated with the godliness.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
We can look forward to that.
Wait, if they do part 2, which I hope they animate part 2, I'm still gonna watch it. I'm still gonna watch it. Unless the animation's dog shit. If the animation's dog shit, I'm not gonna watch it. But if the animation's good, I'll still watch part 2.
You remember The Promised Neverland?
Yes.
Oh God.
Of the new era.
Yes, I do.
The first season and the best arc got not a spectacular, but a decent enough adaptation. And then the second season had probably one of the worst adaptations I've ever seen. That managed to.
Was the a problem? I thought it was the source material.
How
it's also the source material too.
The source material.
I know the source material was a fucking mess.
Just imagine, we're gonna take bad material and we're gonna do the worst interpretation and butcher it. Like what was already bad, we're gonna somehow make it worse. We're gonna cut out.
Did they use stick figures?
It was poorly animated. They cut out one of the biggest arcs. They just jumped to the Norman thing, and they also literally verbatim did a repeat of the infamous Martha scene from Batman. Batman vs Superman.
God, I forgot all about
Sorry.
that. I still don't know what you're talking about, Isaac.
Remember, Greg,
I believe you.
Norman's killing the demon village after he has his superpower squad, and then he sees a demon go to a little child demon, and he says, "Emma, I love you. Don't die, Emma."
Oh my god! 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 I fucking hated that. Oh my god! Oh my god! That was so fucking miserable. Oh my god! I blocked that from my memory, Isaac. Oh my god! fucking hell!
Scott, do you know the difference? The Martha meme.
Oh god. Okay. I suddenly feel a little bit better about this ending. I blocked Promised Neverland out of my mind, and now that you've reminded me that exists, okay, all right. I feel a little bit better now.
Yeah. So there you go. It can always be worse. So we'll see. Thank you, Fujimoto. We will be waiting for your thing.
Thank you, Fuji.
Tato asked.
Thank you,
we
Fujimoto.
enjoyed 1726. We had a lot of fun. We watched it on
Yes.
whatchamacallit, back in on New Year's, which was a really great New Year's. Thank you guys for being with us. Hopefully, maybe we can gather again in the future and talk about some other manga stuff, maybe One Piece or something else. And yeah, this was a blast to give a funeral to our dearly departed Denji. But you know, he might be gone, but never equaled. Everyone in the manga industry is trying to rip off his designs. There's like all these other day I like look at a new
Seriously?
manga. It's like,
Yeah.
oh, is that Power?
Oh, yeah.
Is that Reze? Is that Kobeni? Oh shit! It's a female Denji. There's like literally this fucking manga called Drama Queen, which has a female version of Denji. About this like girl who just like fucking eats aliens and is incredibly racist towards aliens. And
What?
Yeah. Oh god, it's a
What?
fucking weird. And she's like so Denji coded, but she's like just not a good character. She's not funny. She's fucking terrible. Just look up Drama
Jesus
Queen. And,
Christ.
yeah. So Fujimoto.
Oh my god!
As disappointed.
Okay, what the fuck is this?
From Danganronpa.
This.
Yeah,
Junko.
Drama Queen's a very interesting thing. Before we wrap up, Drama Queen's a manga about this poor, destitute girl who's basically exactly like Denji, but she exists in a universe where aliens coexist with humans, but they're annoying. It's like basically kind of like a right-wing interpretation about immigration.
What?
Yeah, it's very right-wing coded. All the worst people were like,
Holy fuck.
yeah, based.
So it's
I love this. Yeah, give those aliens what they're worth. And she teams up with a guy who kills aliens. And guess what? She has a special power. What's her special power? She can eat the aliens.
Oh my god, are you kidding me?
Okay.
All right, then. Sure. Fucking sure, guys.
Well,
The
So, and the worst thing I kind of hate is that like she's designed to be like Denji. She's got like the fucking the teeth.
yeah, I just found a picture and showed it to Scott.
It's like, you know, all the superficial characteristics while not understanding why Denji works. And you know, I'm just I keep on following it just because like are they eventually going to do the message of like, you know, it's bad to generalize a large group based on, you know, problems you have with certain individuals? Are we ever going to get to that? Like you know, broad racism is not good.
yeah.
No.
I hate this
Feels
art
like-
style so much. Like, I fucking hate her design. She looks like someone's OC, and I hate it.
Jesus Christ.
Like, I hate everything about this art. Ugh.
All right, you guys give a final thoughts, then I will sign us off.
No, I mean, you have my fucking thoughts. I remembered Promise Neverland existed, and now I feel better about this entire thing. I'm not thrilled about it. Fuck.
My final thought is I need to go rewatch and finish Devilman Crybaby because part 2 has made me want to do that because that's kind of where in the direction and tone that I thought part 2 was going for.
Highly
More,
recommend it.
especially
Devilman
if we
Crybaby
got
is a
on,
great series.
especially after like the house burning down in Nayuta and everything. That made me feel the way I felt watching the second to last episode of Devilman Crybaby, which is where I had to like stop because I was not in a good place. So I need to restart and finish and like watch through the final episode of Devilman Crybaby. So that's now like this has now been giving me the like I need to do that. I need to finish that anime because it was really good. It just fucked me up a little bit.
Well, Chainsaw Man has had like whatchamacallit, the guy who created Devilman has influenced a lot of things, but obviously Chainsaw Man has a huge amount.
Yeah. Yeah.
Greg, your final things?
Yeah, I'm probably one of the rare few that really liked the ending, and I'm hoping to one day be proven right about my my Wizard of Oz theory, so to speak.
So there you have it. Ozgate remains strong. Will Fujimoto deliver, or will he do another generational one-shot? Only time will tell. We will be watching the stars, watching to see what parfaits he eats and what he eats at 7-Eleven to divine what the fuck he's doing. But for all of you who are interested, I highly recommend you watch the YouTube reality show Million Tag, because there's a scene where Fujimoto gives advice to an aspiring mangaka, and also his editor is like one of the competing editors, and he just completely defeats all the other ones.
Okay. Sure.
Yeah, I watched that with you.
Yeah, we did. We watched it together. It was great.
Yeah, it was a pretty good reality show. I liked it.
All right, guys, have a good one and have a great
Thank
Saturday.
you for having
Thank you
me.
for hanging out.